Yo guys, what's up? Got a rarely used match. I'm playing against Errol, and he's got Excelgor, Aggron, Sandslash, Munchlax, Hariyama, Rotom, normal form actually. So, looking at his team, leads whatever, Excelgor 80%, and then Rotom for Volt Switch. So, I gotta be prepared for those two. Now, because of the leads he might lead off with, I either have two options. Druddigon or Entei. I think that Druddigon is more or less safe against both of his potential leads, so I'm going to opt to go with it. And he leads off with said Rotom, so he did not lead off with Excelgor, which is what I thought he would, but he leads off with his second choice. So I'm not gonna bother to set up Stealth Rock because he sensed Slash is coming in, and I might as well get some damage in because he would have been pretty safe to go for Rapid Spin afterwards. So I'm gonna go to Sigilyph in before Rock's thing, and he does get him up, so it's fine. I'm gonna go for a Psychic, trying to get damage on the Munchlax, and also to gauge how much it will do. It is 22. I get a special defense drop, but it's not like I'm going to stay in anyway because I don't want to take a potential paralysis from a Body Slam. He goes for it. I switch to Tangrowth. I don't get paralyzed because I'm a boss. And at this point, I'm gonna go for a Leech Seed because Munchlax has an enormous HP stat. He whirlwinds me out into Sigilyph, which is not what I pretended, and I'm going to switch back because of that. I'm going to go to Tangrowth, take whatever. He goes for a Rest right here to restore a little bit of health. And since he's asleep, I'm thinking, hey, he's going to switch out, so I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, but he makes a nice play, stays in, so yeah, I guess it's fine. Also trying to get a possible whirlwind off, but he doesn't, and neither does he get a Body Slam paralysis. He's not getting any paralysis, actually, which is kind of funny. And he makes a very nice play right here. I thought he would stay in, trying to burn off sleep turns, but he actually makes a smart switch into Excelgor. And he's probably going to go for a Bug Buzz or whatever. But he goes for a U-turn, so I get some nice Rough Skin, and I see that he's Life Orb. So that's good information. I know that, yeah, he's not choiced, so that's the main thing. Now, I don't know if he wants to predict my switch to Sigilyph and go for Stone Edge, so I stayed in with the Druddigon, but he goes for Toxic, so yeah, I should have stayed in. Sorry, I should have switched out to Sigilyph, but I was afraid of getting massively crippled by fucking Stone Edge. So, I know that his Munchlax is asleep, so I'm going to go for his Psychic because he's not going to rest off anytime soon. And unfortunately, I do get a crit here. Now, it didn't matter that much because Munchlax is not a big threat to my team. I can take it out with like 5 of my guys or whatever. So, it's unfortunate in a sense that Munchlax has to die because he would have been pretty low, and yeah, that kind of sucks. He also got a Rest Off. The only thing that I was worried is for him to get Body Slam and a Paralysis. So that's 0.33 times 1, 0.8. Oh my god, wait. 0.33 times 0.3. Yeah, I guess that's it. So it's like 10%. Yeah, I think that's the correct math. So, yeah, anyway, he goes into Aggron, sets up a sub, which I find kind of weird, and then he goes for Toxic. I'm like, what? What are you doing, bro? He's got a sub-Toxic Aggron. It's actually kind of cool because Aggron has a lot of defense, but then again, he's also very slow to run a Toxic stalling set. I need to stay in because I don't want anything to get poisoned, and if he gets a free substitute, he might go for a Head Smash, so I need to stay in. Let myself go down with the Toxic damage, but it's really necessary to do so. He goes for last sub. I'm going to take it out with the Giga Drain, and I know that he's gonna be just above rough skin damage, so I know he's gonna go for a Head Smash, and I'm gonna switch to Druddigon because it's not gonna do too much in this match anymore. And he gets a crit, whatever, he would have taken me out regardless, and he lives with 1%, which I found annoying, but hey, I can just send in my Sigilyph, go for whatever move I choose to, go for a Psychic, take out this Aggron. And now he's gonna go into his Rotom because he can threaten me out with double stab, super effective. I'm forced to switch. I'm gonna go to Tangrowth, predicting the Volt Switch, and that is exactly what he does. So I can still keep my Tangrowth around for a little bit more. He goes into his Excelgor, and well, crap. I think I'm gonna switch to Entei to take the Bug Buzz, which I thought he would be using, and he does use Bug Buzz, so it's fine. He gets a crit though. But this is actually very good because now I can play mind games with him. I know that he's going to predict my extreme speed, so he goes to the Sand Slash. He would have probably gonna go into his Rotom, but he makes a middle ground switch, which actually works out better for him because I went for Flare, but it's predicting the switch. And at this point, I'm just gonna go to Kabutops. I'm gonna go for an Aqua Jet. Really, no reason not to. Even if he switched to Hariyama, he would have been a little bit weakened, and he needs HP to survive the toxic or burn damage or whatever. I'm gonna go for Rapid Spin. Really just in vain, but he actually over predicts and goes for an Ice Punch, predicting my switch to Tangrowth. And look at this. I get a spin off. He goes for an Ice Punch. I raise my speed. I lower my defense. I get Frozen Eye thought out with a Lomberry, and he activates his Flame Warp. Do you want more side effects than that? Oh my god, that was a crazy turn. Anyway, you go for close combat. My Tangrowth is going to die because I cannot take 2 due to the toxic damage. And so he takes me out with a second close combat, but this pretty much gives me a free switch into my Sigilyph, which is going to take out something with his Psychic. He goes for Bolt Punch. One of the few Hariyamas I actually see with priority other than Fake Out. Kudos to you, man. I don't know. He goes into his Rotom, and I don't need Sigilyph anymore because I probably would not take Life Orb Bug Buzz from Excelgor, but I know that I can take a Scarf or a Specs, whatever. Shadow Ball from Rotom unless he gets a crit, and he didn't. So this is very good for me. I'm gonna go for a Surf, and since I know that he's Life Orb, that extra damage will come in handy to the point that Kabutops will just come in and go for the Aqua Jet for the win. I think that I would have been able to take it out with 42% regardless, but that just makes the process a lot easier. So if you'll enjoy this close match I had against Errol, don't forget to leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe. And I will see you all later. Oh my god, I burped and I said that sentence. Achievement unlocked. Later.